Spring piston raffle fever!
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Spring Piston Rifle Fever. I'm out with my Hatsan 125 22 caliber spring piston version. I have a Gamma 3 to 9 by 40 non-adjustable objective scope on, so it's fixed. This rifle I've been working on for a while to eliminate the barrel wiggle, and I believe I've done so. I actually used part of a tin of some Crosman Premiers where I cut out and put them in, but it wasn't enough. So today I took it all apart and put it back together, and I managed to get double shims in. So the original shim that comes with the rifle and from the pellet tin. We don't have any more barrel wiggle. No more slop. The barrel holds all by itself. I know you're not supposed to do that. Let go of the barrel. I didn't have my finger in there. I would have been out of Hatsan 125, which I really wouldn't want to do. But what I've been trying to do is eliminate the barrel wiggle that I had on the end here. Every time I reached out here and I pulled on this left and right, there was a wiggle. Now there's no more wiggle. So I got a target set up at 25 yards, and we're just going to see how well I can do. I also got some cans set up and a spinner. I put a pasty actually on the other side of my target to see if I got it lined up right. I just took my finger and my thumb and I pinched them together so it was approximately right. But listen to that spinner down there. Really whacks it hard. We're going to go down range and see how we can do here with some Crosman Premier Ultra Mag. Doesn't say dome, but they're dome pellets. Premier Ultra Magnums. They're 14.3 grains. They're coming out of this spring piston rifle in the 920-ish feet per second, like 927, which is like 27 foot-pounds of energy. It could have more energy, but the piston seal is pretty tight in here. Over time, it's going to break in more, and I'm going to develop more energy, which is not a huge deal. It's always kind of fun when you get into the Magnum stuff, but we're going to head down range and check out some shooting. By the way, if you have not subscribed to me, I'd highly appreciate that. I'd highly appreciate a like. Comment down below what you think about this. Hopefully, I'm going to do some decent groups today. Well, I think that's a pretty good improvement from what I had been doing. Let me move this out of the way. I think I took 11 shots. I was trying to improve it, but you know how that goes. Improvement doesn't always work the best, but here's my shot group from the side I was looking at. There's the shot group from what you were looking at on the other side. Let's see. If I try to cover this up with a quarter, we'll see how much I can cover up. So I got, if I were to throw out the number 11, and I'm not going to because a lot of people do that, but I was holding that way too long. I didn't have it shouldered right, and I'm making all sorts of excuses. So there's where my quarter covers up. I'll show you what it looks like with a dime, which is going to be a little less pretty, but still the dime covers the majority of the shot group down there. So with a better scope on, maybe things could improve. Maybe further pellet testing with the Hatsan 125. That could also help improve things. I do not like that the scope is so far forward. I really have to reach with this. Hatsan needs to make it so these butt stocks are not so big. This is overly, I'm almost 6 foot tall, and this is a little bit long for me. It feels a little bit big. If it was about that much shorter, it would feel great. I actually took the rubber recoil pad out and I tried making a homemade one, and it felt a lot better, except I was getting gouged pretty good in my shoulder. It just wasn't enough. It didn't work out. I might have to experiment with that more, but like I said, that the shim experiment definitely was a success. I believe so. I mean, that shot group, except for, I'll call the top one a flyer for sure. That one is a flyer for sure. Or that's my screw up for sure. Let's call it that. That's my screw up for sure. The rest of it, pretty decent. It just needs to come to the right and maybe down a tiny bit. Good for hunting. It could be good for hunting right now. 25 yards, no rabbit's going to survive if I drill them in the head like that. Anyhow, like I said before, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. That helps me out greatly. And likes, that lets me know that I am making good content, and I want to make good content. I don't want to put out junky YouTube videos. I'd like to put out good ones. Yes, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I am definitely catfishing, and there is still ice along shore here. Really nice out today. So God bless everyone, and you have an awesome day.